1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Hey, I know a one when I taste one, huh? And since I tasted the output of the non-good device, that means that you must be wrong. I know a 0 when I taste one. There, see, with me tasting a one and thinking it's a 0. Erga, your logic must be faulty. Hey, that's the ergo without the T, which proves that your logic is faulty. If I prefer T with my ergo text, am I right? No way. No how.
Hey, hold it. Now, perhaps if you told me what you were arguing about, I could help you resolve the question.
The question has yet to be solved, let alone resolved. Test the output signals of different ICs, and they compare our results with each other. If the ICs are identical, then our results should match. If not, then they assume that my device and the testers are wrong, and that his supposedly known good devices are right. My ICs are rejected. My question is, how do they know? The known good device isn't itself only marginally acceptable. If it is marginal, it can be used to reject ICs which are good, but simply not on the same side of the bell curve as the known good device.
So what's the testing mechanism?
It's really quite simple. The map pattern generator throws clusters of cherry dots at the input pins over the ICs. If the dots got cherry sauce in them, then they are ones. If they don't, then they are zeros. The cherry sauce is, come to teach you say, electrically charged, and it enters the IC with the wave shape of its pastry shell. It comes out the output pins according to the truth table of the ICs and takes to what we face to say.
Where does the mad pattern generator get the cherry sauce for his tart?
What's from Cherry Hill, of course.
Of course.
Once a year, everyone in the IC testing business goes to Cherry Hill, New Jersey to hold a symposium. And everybody returns with the wheelbarrows full of new cherry patterns to throw at their ICs.
Well, so how do you capture the output information?
That depends upon our configuration. In our simplest form, we are AND gates that lead to a single input counter. First, the mad pattern generator throws a pattern at the known good device, and the counter records the total number of 1-0 output transitions. Next, the test IC replaces the reference one, and he throws the same pattern at it. If the counter shows the same total, we label the test IC as acceptable.
We can also take other forms. We can become voltage comparators. One for each output pin. We are thrown by an extra dot from the mad pattern generator. The arrival of that extra dot tells us exactly when to compare cherry sauce.
On more sophisticated systems, he is replaced by a stored pattern in a computer. I compare the patterns I taste with those stored in the computer. If at some point my taste differs, I take a stat vector out of my pocket. I write on it, and I throw it back into the computer. That lets the computer know which pattern I was on when the IC failed. Then I turn on the red no-go light, and I go have tea. Speaking of which, is it the time?
System or a synchronous? For tea. Certainly. Shall we get in? We once had a tester of PC
And found the programming quite easy.
but with a dynamic chip. It's so easy to sleep. Now we take functional AC.